the cars that you drive is all about your status symbol and everything. The amount of money you have put into it, it's being equated to your worth and everything. But then there are cars that yell it from the mountaintop that this belongs to a set of people which is rare and like the rough stuff, the go get anywhere attitude kind of thing. But then at an asking price of 37.90 lakh rupees ex-showroom, what does this bring to the table? What is it good about? What does it miss out on? And now, before I start the video, I'm going to be asking you to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to stay updated to all the videos and latest that we do. This is the heavyweight category, the Toyota Hilux, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start with the exteriors of the car. To start with, this is 5,325 mm long. Now that's quite saying something about this big car, and it has a very butch look which starts from the very face of the car. You have the trapezoidal grille with piano black accents. Right at the center you have the Toyota logo, and the grille is treated with chrome as well. Here on the side we have the LED headlamp, the fog lamp right at the bottom, and the bumper is treated as such that the approach angle, any kind of boulder or any kind of rough surface for that matter, if it is high or something, this is not a problem in the Toyota Hilux. And the capabilities of the car extend because of the 18-inch alloy wheels we have right here. It looks quite nice. We have disc brakes at the front, drum brakes at the rear, and then this is actually a fat tire. If you look at the profile of the car, you have the Hilux badging right over here, chrome treatments on the ORVMs and the door handles as well. The Toyota decal over here on the bonnet and the top. These are something that you don't get in a stock car. You have to get it done. I recommend कि आप कर लो because it looks quite sexy. The length of the car, again, I have already mentioned it. The wheelbase again, it's 3,085 mm long. That's quite the huge wheelbase. Turning radius भी 6,400 mm कुछ है, which means when you will be taking a U-turn, आपको पीछे के लोग हॉर्न मारेंगे and you might be creating a traffic. अगर हम पीछे आते हैं, again 18-inch alloy wheels as same as the front. And if we talk about यहाँ पे पीछे, this is the flatbed. इसका payload capacity 470 kilos है, यानी कि you can have 2 bikes in this, and this can be accessorized. If you go to the Toyota website, you can accessorize it. You can have a canopy, it can be closed, and it can be accessorized in multiple ways. If you look at the rear elements of the car, you have Hilux badging over here, chrome handle over here for the flatbed opening again, and if I close it back, you can have the Toyota badging over here. The rear lamps have been done in such a way that it shows a comb style of styling, and again chrome accents over here. Now this is all top variant. Now if you open it up, you have hydraulic elements over here, and this one it has a payload of 470 kilos. That means you can have almost 2 bikes in it. And I can show you something else, that this has hooks over here so that whatever you are loading over here, it can be attached. That's about the exterior of the car. Let's go inside. Of course, there's a shark fin antenna as well. Let's go inside and see what's about there in the interiors of the Toyota Hilux. बात करते हैं Toyota Hilux के interiors के बारे में, which is something that I'm actually excited to talk about. If you look at the cabin, it is all black interiors, which means you could feel claustrophobic. In my opinion, it is all right. मेरे को उतनी problem नहीं. It's not a deal breaker, and obviously it's something to notice here. Apart from usual cars that we are usually used to, यहाँ पे आपको grab rails कुछ ज़्यादा ही मिलेंगे. So unlike the usual cars that we are used to, so this is already 4 in the very front row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and पीछे भी 1, 2, 3, 4 है. So in total we have 8 grab rails. What does that mean? That means this car is not just for the usual roads. You can do a lot in here, which is basically like proper off-roading जिसको बोलते हैं, legit. And उसमें you need these grab handles because the car can switch its positions in multiple ways, जहाँ पे आपको थोड़ी दिक्कत होगी. To start with, steering wheel की अगर बात करें तो यहाँ पे आपको audio controls और call controls मिल जाते हैं. यहाँ पे आपको MID का control मिल जाता है. Before I get to the MID part, I want to say that the steering wheel feels a little bit thin for me, for my liking. I think थोड़ा weight या थोड़ा width होना चाहिए था यहाँ पे, and that can be sorted. It is pretty easy. You can just get a cover for it. Now the MID, the dash of the Toyota Hilux seems to be something that is I mean I approve of it. बीच में MID दिया गया है जो आपको modes और information के बारे में बताएगा कि आप किस mode में चला रहे हो और क्या speed है and everything. So you have analog dials for the speed and the RPM, which is actually good. Now people might say कि we would want digital in this day and age, but I think the needles are quite cathartic to look at. Moving on, यहाँ पे आपको 8-inch touch screen infotainment unit मिलता है. Now this is again something that people can nitpick about, that the screen could have been bigger, and we are used to bigger screens, but I think the car is meant for off-roading, and to have a screen itself, it's actually a good thing. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, wireless नहीं of course, and apart from that the whole cabin is all black interiors, which means थोड़ा claustrophobic हो सकता है. You can change that, but then again it is something that's not a deal breaker. The overall treatment of the cabin, you can look at chrome inserts over here, grey finish over here, which is basically for the top trim. अगर आप नीचे आएंगे, यहाँ पे आपके पास 2-zone climate control है, जिसके लिए tactile buttons दिए गए हैं. Is actually nice. And here you can get you get a wireless phone charger, 2 cup holders. This is your gear console. This is actually quite nice, easy to use. यहाँ पे आपको modes मिलते हैं, eco and power, which you can toggle with a switch of a button, and इधर आपको थोड़ा सा एक space मिल जाता है. You can keep your knickknacks over here, and then the armrest over here, यहाँ पे एक और power outlet मिल जाता है. It's actually quite nice. And at the top of it, यहाँ पे आपको mirror नहीं मिलता है, passenger side में आपको मिल जाता है. Here you have a sunglass holder, and and you have double stitching on the cushioning as well. And this is a nice seat to sit in, and you have a nice perched approach है. यहाँ पे आपको सब कुछ ढंग से दिखता है, and you have a better field of view. So that's about the front row experience of the Toyota Hilux. Let's jump back and see how the rear seats are, because I think वहाँ पे थोड़ी problem होगी. Let's go. Let's talk about the second row experience of the Toyota Hilux. Now, to start, जो driver seat है वो मेरे height के हिसाब से positioned है. Now I am 5 feet 9 inches 10 inches tall, and this is what it looks like for the rear passenger who is sitting behind me. यहाँ पे देखो ample of knee room है, leg room भी काफ़ी है. The thigh support is again adequate, and अगर आप देखो तो जो headroom है वो भी काफ़ी है. For someone who is 5'11", 6 feet 1 inches, I don't think it could be a problem. Now अगर हम यहाँ पे देखें तो you have small space here to keep your knickknacks, magazine, newspapers. यहाँ पे आपको एक hook भी दिया गया है जिसका maximum weight around 4 kilos का है, to probably hang things. यहाँ पे आपको rear AC vents भी मिलते हैं जिनको आप adjust कर सकते हो. This is very cool. And to start with, यहाँ पे आपको एक ट्रांसमिशन टनल मिलता है, यानी कि द थर्ड पैसेंजर जो बीच में बैठेगा उसको थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, इसके नीज आप रह सकते हैं, बट ऑफ कोर्स फॉर लॉन्ग जर्नीज दैट कुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम. हियर वी कैन सी द हेडरेस्ट फॉर द मिडिल पैसेंजर इज ऑल्सो एडजस्टेबल, एंड यहाँ पे आपको अगर ये शोल्डर आर्मरेस्ट बन जाता है तो यहाँ पे आपको कप होल्डर्स मिल जाते हैं छोटे छोटे, एंड तीनों पैसेंजर्स के लिए सीट बेल्ट है. नाउ द ओनली प्रॉब्लम हियर इज दैट द रेक ऑफ द सीट is quite erect. So now what's going to happen is कि over long drives जो लोग पीछे बैठे हैं उनको प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, because it can't recline, it can't go back any further, there is no room. इसके पीछे flat bed है. Now that's the only problem, and if I'm going to nitpick, मुझे लगता है कि यहाँ पे एक power outlet मिल जाना चाहिए था, so that you could charge your phones, you could charge your devices. And apart from that, I think there's not much to complain about. Now that's it for the second row experience of the Toyota Hilux, and now we move on to the best part of this car, which is actually the performance. Let's get to it. Okay, so this is where the Toyota Hilux shines the best, and it's all about power and performance. Under the hood is a 2.8 liter 4-cylinder inline diesel engine that makes 201 bhp of power and 500 Newton meters of peak torque. Now, this is not about the numbers that it makes this amount of power or something. It's about at what RPM is it available for you. So you can tap into all that 500 Newton meters of torque from as low as 1600 RPM. That means at no point in time, given the environment that you're driving in, let it be rocks or no roads or off-roading or anything, or let it be highways, city roads or anything, will you feel a deficit of power where you are like, okay, I needed more power? Because at no point will you feel that. At the tap of the feet, you have all the power you need, and of course, overturns are easy, overcoming rough surfaces, and for that matter, off-road surfaces, rocks, boulders, sand, mud, muck, it's all a cinch for this car. Now the best part is that you have two driving modes as well. So there's eco and power, and you can toggle between them at a switch of a button. So there are two buttons over here, eco and power, and apart from that there are 3 modes different, which is basically H2, H4. H2 is high 2, and then there's high 4, and then there's low 4. You can toggle that. There's a rotary knob over here, which is actually quite nice, quite sexy, to be honest. Apart from the enormous power that the engine provides you with, there are a lot of off-road amenities, tools that the car provides you with to get out of tricky situations. two of the most important ones is the electronic differential lock and the auto limited slip differential. Now they both work in tandem. One, the limited slip differential, takes care of the torque when one wheel is not at a surface with enough traction, and the other, the differential lock, what that does is it locks the rear wheel or the wheels that have no traction and focuses the power on the wheels that have traction. Now what this does is that it gets you out of a tricky situation like a cinch, and it's too easy for the car. Now all of these combined make the driver have a lot of confidence. Now in terms of other things like the suspension, now this one, the car is tuned, the suspension is tuned in such a way that it can carry heavy load, almost 500 kilos in its back. Now because of that, the suspension can be quite stiff if you do not have that load. So which means if you are on a rough surface and you do not have any kind of load, you are ought to feel all the bumps on the road, and it is quite sharp for that matter. It's not that soft. Apart from the performance front, the cabin is something that you can actually nitpick upon. So you can complain about the fact that the screen is a little smaller, and the size that we are usually used to, it's not there, and there is no soft touch surfaces for that matter. The steering wheel is something that I can nitpick about, that I would have rather had a little more width on the steering, but then that can be solved pretty easily. You can just have a cover installed. And the horn, for that matter, for the car this size, for the power it offers, I think the horn could have had a little more character. This doesn't sound like Toyota Hilux for that matter. And apart from that, I think the car's size is something that you need to get used to because it's big, and because of the turning radius also, U-turns can be a little cumbersome at tricky places. But otherwise, when you sit in the car, it's an amazing place to be it on the highway or be it off-road, as you have already seen. And I think I have had a ball of a time driving this vehicle on the highways, city roads, and not just that, but at off-road surfaces as well. And with, I think if I had the money, this very car would have never left my parking space.
Asking price for the base variant is 30.40 lakh ex showroom, and then the top one will cost you 37.90 lakh. What do you get for that amount of money? To start with, you get this humongous vehicle that gathers quite the ice on the road while you're on your way, and it also gets all the tools necessary for a getaway into the wilderness, which is not accessible for most of the people. Now you can complain about the pain points, which is absence of a bigger screen, soft touch materials, or lack of recline on the second row. But then the Hilux is not for people who are looking to recline. It's for people who keep their spines erect to get to a place where they can recline, but that place is exclusive to just them. And I ask, why not? Before I leave, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the Park Plus channel. Click the bell icon to stay updated to all the latest that we do. And drive safe, wear your seatbelts. I'm going to enjoy whatever time I have left with this beauty. I'll see you next.